You asked for it.
Okay, so we don't want Maiden of the Lake here. We're gonna infiltrate is fine. Ship's Cannon is probably alright. We might actually want to keep this guy because this is the kind of hand where we could run this thing out for like maybe 3 mana because we can play this and just keep it keep it hidden until turn 3 and then maybe make some attacks with these. So we might be able to play this as a 3 or 4 drop and then not have to worry about it about drawing it later in the game when we're not going to be able to trade off several creatures at once. And this is good too because this gives us like a really good curve into like expecting this as a 4 drop. And we'll just go ahead and let this guy attack us, or maybe he'll power and use it on our cannon. We'll pass here. And we're going to wait to hopefully get some good use out of this. He might go ahead and just attack us with the cut purse to get the coin, and then we'll be able to make an attack with this and this, and kill 2 of his things. Well, we're not going to kill this with these cards, but that's alright. We still could play this turn, actually, because we can coin it out. Oh, no, we can't, because we can't kill 3 things. So we can, oh yeah, we can kill these 2 and play this as a 4. Alternatively, we could send both of these into his sapper and play this without using the coin. So, do we want to use the coin to keep a 2/3 in play? And I think we do. Well, the 6/4 is a pretty good turn 3, and now we don't have to worry about having to play it for full price later in the game. It doesn't leave us a great turn 4, but that's okay. We will probably just play one of these 3 drops and save this to use on turn 5, unless we have something. Well, we won't power next turn if we play this, but if we draw a 4 drop that for some reason we don't really want, next turn we could play this and play the 4 as a on turn 5 and power. This is a good combo here. Yeah. Was lucky enough to hit our dragon with the cannon, so it's a bit unfortunate for us. We probably want to remove this thing, and it sucks that we can't use the power to do that, but we're probably just gonna need to attack this. And the best other play is probably the Harvest Golem because it's awkward for him to remove. Although we could also go with Imp Master. That's also going to be a bit awkward. Well, no, he'll just use the 2 of his things to kill it. So the Imp is a little bit awkward because he has the 2 power weapon here, so we won't be able to just use the weapon to kill the Imp. But I think this is going to be better for us. And we don't want to play that Fireball yet, so we're going to play one of these 2 and use the power. We don't have a 5 mana card in hand to give us a better reason to play this one. We're going to use the power to kill his ship's cannon along with this thing. And again, the Master is just not going to do that much, so we'll get this Maiden. And if we can draw a 2 or a 5 mana card for next turn, that would be best for our curve. We could also just play the Sunwalker. Sunwalker, I think, would be fine too. Well, there's a 5-mana card. We are going to want to use this, so we don't have anything that the... Oh no, this is back to 2 mana now, so the 5-mana card's not really relevant. So we want to kill this thing, and I think we'll use the Sunwalker, because right now we could trade it for his board. So this will slow him down a little bit, and maybe we can start to take control of the game from here. And we'll probably fireball this thing just to get it out of the way. Yeah, we'll do that. We don't want our Sunwalker to die to it. And this is as good a time as any to play the Imp. The Imp Master. We've got some protection for it here, so it won't just die. So we're gonna get we should get a second Imp out of it.
Are you ready for this?
Our opponent is at 10, so means we may be a little closer to burning them out here than we'd normally be. It means that our opponent is going to need to focus on playing for board control if they can, which is good because we don't have to really worry about protecting our life total as much as we might otherwise. Yeah, there we go. Well, we don't want this guy. 7's a little bit much for us right now. We'll probably coin out one of these 2/3s. And what are we going to get that's better than the Imp Master here? What would we rather have? I think we'll keep the Imp Master just to have the curve, even if it's not always going to be a great third turn.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
And let's just get a huge toad and start beating down. That's fine. If he wants to spend his second and third turn removing our turn 1 play, then I think we can be pretty happy about that. The refreshment vendor, not great with our beatdown plan here. So it's not really the guy that we want. Fortunately, we have a Yeti, who is much more in line with the beatdown plan. We could trade our board for that. I suppose we also have Flame Juggler. We could Flame Juggler power. Send the toad into it. The toad might do 4 there. We'll use this first and see. We'll see if the toad hits his creature. The toad misses. And the Flame Juggler and see if he hits. He also misses. That's alright. So we would have liked to have one more imp out, but we managed to miss both of our chances to do that.
Want
The only card in hand we'd really be happy duplicating is the Yeti. None of these plays are very good. We can use both of our creatures to hit his, and we can power it. That leaves us with 3 mana, so we can clear the board and then play the Volcanic Drake. We could clear the board and play the Duplicate. We could ignore his creature and play the Yeti. But I think it's better to, again, get the Drake out here while we can. Yeah, clearing the board and having the 6/4 in play is decent. It's not completely insane, since we've slowed down our attacking here quite a bit. But that's okay. We'll just put out some more guys. We've now got the 7 damage fireball. Oh, 8 damage fireball with the Azardrick. We could kill his Ragnaros if he has one. We're gonna want the power here. Unfortunately, we'd have to use the fireball on this, and I don't think that's worth it. I think this is better to just save. So we'll play this Drake and see what we get. Flame Cannon's alright. This is going okay. Our board states are pretty close, and we both have a few cards in hand, but we've got a little bit of a life advantage here. Oh, that's too bad. So if we play the Sunwalker, he can send this into the Sunwalker, kill it, but it keeps his Mercenary alive, which makes his hand more expensive. We don't have the mana to Sunwalker and Duplicate, so we may want to wait a turn just to get the Duplicate with it. In that case, we probably just want to use the Fireball here. We could go Fireball, Flame Cannon, hit with the Yeti. Okay. Duplicating the Sunwalker should be pretty powerful for us. It will really make it hard for him to deal with our other creatures, and we should be able to protect the Yeti long enough to just win with that. I got the enhance, so I do like that card quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to matter for him here. Well, he does have the taunt. I guess we need to get rid of that. I suppose we could torch his Shade here. I think that's decent. The Shade's not a great card. It's not very exciting, but removing it could get annoying if we let it go. So it's probably worth using like some of our reach just to get rid of that. Alright. So he's going to power this, and then he still needs 5 damage to kill it. So unless he draws something that affects his, gives him an extra point of damage, then he's going to have to use 2 cards hitting this thing. And I guess we can play the Elise this turn. And start working our way towards that golden monkey. We gotta get the golden monkey at some point here. Why, thank you. This guy's got a lot of spell damage right now. Does this tell us how much he's got? Deal 2 extra damage? Hit you. Hit you. We don't really want to play the refreshment vendor, but it does use our mana the best. We don't want to give him anything that can. Well, he can trigger this. So this is going to be a 5/2. So we're going to take 5 from it, and then he can deal 5 to one of our other things. So the water elemental is going to be good here, and I guess the refreshment vendor gives him a target for it. Okay. His taunt was a really big, turned out to be a really big deal there, off that Enhanso Mechano, since it slowed us down so much. We were not able to protect the Yeti, which was the game plan at that point. Oh, look at that. We got a squirrel. He probably should have hit the squirrel with the word in there. That was, I think he may have made that move a bit too quickly. So we can get his 3/3 with this. We're probably going to need this for his Worgen. We can use the squirrel here. We could also just ignore the 3/3. But I think it's better to clear the board. Yeah, well, that's something. We unfortunately can't quite win this turn. But we should be done at this point. He's got to kill both of these and gain a life. Oh no, this is only 6 damage, isn't it? His was 7. Well played. Not too bad. Conrad Drake is a nice card. That's one that really takes over if it survives a turn. So 9 wins is not bad. We just need to rattle off 3 more of those. Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Oh, these. Well, the coin is nice here. And then help make up for this poopy hand. Oh, this is so bad. I think we want the Yeti because we will probably coin this out on turn 3 to make up for whatever else we're doing. So do we... I think we'll... Oh, I want to put it back. So I will. Okay. We just... It's not what we want. It's, I think, better to take the extra chance of drawing a 2-drop. We can get our map early. I want the golden monkey so bad. We gotta do it. Do we want to coin something out? So if I coin one of these, we are playing turn 1, turn 2, or turn 1, turn 2. This is a good turn 2 if he has mini bot or if he uses the hero power, because it can pop the shield or just kill his thing. So this is a really nice thing against a paladin. But if we do those two, we don't have the coins, so we don't have the turn 3 Yeti, and we would need to draw a turn 3 player or just using the power. So I think it's better to just pass here. And hopefully we don't get punished by him starting out, like coming out too quick after this. But this will let us. Oh, and there's a 3-drop. I guess we should have done it. Okay, let's see what Flame Juggler can do for us. All right, pretty good. Nice work, Flame Juggler. Oh, this is still okay. This is fine. Boom. It's a little bit disappointing to have to send this in here, but we could just heal this guy and hit, and then still have a 2-1. We'd have a 3-3 and a 2. Oh, a 2-2, 3-3 and a 2-2 out. And yeah, we could do that. This is a good tempo play, I think. Getting hammered here. That's okay. He doesn't advance his board by doing that. We could actually coin out the 2 and the 3-drop, but it's probably better to just have a 4. Our next turn, if we play a 4, our next turn is going to be... Next turn we could do the 2 and the 3 again. Or we could do a 2 and a 4 with the coin. Our turn 6 can be the 2 and the 4 if we don't end up using that. Or we could, if we still have the 3, we could do a 4 and a 3 on turn 6 with the coin. So, if we save the coin, it gives us a lot. It gives us a lot of options. So let's just do Elise here. We'll put this out and maybe draw the map. I want the map. I've never summoned a golden monkey. That's a good reason for it, right? Any of our 4-drops are pretty close there because they all kill his mini bot. And there's good reasons for any of them, I think, but they're all pretty much the same thing. That guy's kind of big. So we'll hit you, kill that thing for free. And we want to have a setup so that if he kills this Elise, we can finish the dragon off next turn. And we want to have a plan for if he kills our other thing too. So I don't think we want the Conjurer here, since he can trade with the Conjurer, but if he just hits Elise, we don't have a reliable way to do 2 to this unless we use our spell. I don't think we really want to do that, so we may be doing I guess we could play Flame Juggler and hope to hit this thing, but it might be nice to save. We could, here we could go Flame Juggler, coin, Water Elemental. We can't kill the Water Elemental with this. If he does hit it, if the flame... Let's see what the Flame Juggler hits. Okay. This way, if he hits one of our 3 power creatures, we can finish his dragon off with the hero power. And if we're doing that, we're going to end up playing the Yeti next turn. That we will probably just use Elise to finish that thing off. Oh, Sunwalker. We can eliminate both of these, so the Sunwalker will be pretty nice here. having to send his 6/6 into our Divine Shield is not great. And we don't really have a very good way to kill this, but if we just have this hit our Sunwalker... Oh, alright, we'll see what happens. I was going to say, if the 6/6 hits our Sunwalker twice, I think that's a fine trade, since he has to spend 2 turns doing it. And this is a little bit disappointing. We can't have a 5-drop? Maybe we get a Frostbolt here. I think we'll Frostbolt that if we get one. We do not. Oh, Pyroblast. Wow. Do we want a second Fireball, or do we want the Pyroblast? This is interesting that this is only 4 more damage, but it's 6 more mana. This shows you like how much Fireball does for the cost. I think that as cool as Pyroblast is, I think we are going to want the Fireball here, because we don't want to spend a whole turn on this, and I don't think that having something that's just going to like close the game out is worth has the extra 6 mana. We'd rather have something where we can make 2 plays in 1 turn, so we're going to take the card that is more cost efficient, and we'll just hit you here and kill that. And play a guy. And, oh, well, that's pretty nice. We should have waited on the huge toad. I should have waited to see if it was redemption, because it would have been much better to hero power that. Oops. That may be a thing that we lose the game because of. Because now he can send his 6/1 into our 6/3, which was going to be our like big source of like repeatable damage for the next turn. Although that would be very strange if he hit our toad. Maybe he has another 1 toughness card he wants to protect, or a 2 toughness card he wants to protect. That attack doesn't make much sense, and hitting our face doesn't make much sense either. He really should be sending the 6/1 into our 6/3 to punish our mistake there, being too hasty in playing the toad. Oh, please hit our face, or please hit the toad. All right, cool. Let's. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This is fine. We can. We'll probably Fireball as 4/4 if we don't have anything much more exciting to do. This we can play the Yeti. Pretty much beats his 4/4 and his 3/3. So fireballing either one of them may not be necessary. Maybe it is probably better to hold on to these great balls of fire, since we do have this Azure Drake here. But we do want the Yeti, so we're probably going to go Yeti and Harvest Golem. Next turn we can Fireball and Drake, and that should deal with any, like, if he plays like a Kraken, kills that. So okay. But we really should have the we should have the toad in hand still. So if we had the toad here, it wouldn't have made much difference, because we wouldn't play it this turn. Alright. Let's draw a card. This is probably worth the Fireball here, which means we send our 2/1 into this. Okay. Uh-oh. We may have to Fireball that, actually. Let's see what the Jeweled Scarab can do for us. The Jeweled Scarab can give us a Forgotten Torch. That would be great. Yeah, there's the Forgotten Torch, and neither one of these are really doing anything for us here, so wonderful. This will put a Fireball back into our deck as well. Boom. And we've got enough to have this and finish off the soldier. He probably uses his weapon and his 3/3 to kill our 2/6 and trades off his creature here. His 1/1 for our 1/1. Oh, or he uses his weapon on that. Okay. That's fine. So we get the last charge from his sword there. And this should do this and our power should do a good job of keeping up with his power. Do we want to flame cannon? I'd like to save the fireball. So we can hit one of these. It may be better to just save the flame cannon. We can fireball here, play the Imp Master. We really don't want to flame cannon a 1/1. Okay. This will keep us from getting too far behind. And I'd rather save the fireball, but saving the flame cannon is almost as good.
Pay attention, class.
Reporting for duty.
I think it's alright. Let's see. We are going to hit this and hit this. Or we could... We won't want a flame cannon until we know we can kill this thing, so we don't really have a good flame cannon turn here. We could have used the flame cannon there and then powered this next turn, but if he has like pump or healing or divine shield or something, those would all basically make us waste our card, or make it so we had wasted our card. So it's better to just hold this and save the option of using it. We're actually, I think, okay with killing either with hitting this with flame cannon. So we'll probably, well, we could. No, it's better to send this into his 2/3. That'll be 1, 2 creatures will die. The discount, kind of irrelevant here.
Reporting for duty.
Oh no, we've been sabotaged. So we will probably just need to kill his 3/2 off here. That lets him finish this with one of his 1/1s, which is probably okay. We could also hit a 1/1, power one of them, and we can flame cannon one of these things. Okay, we can do that. Use our 7 mana, 1 damage power. That's fine, because at this point either one of those trades for our dragon. And we're actually down a card here. Uh-oh. That guy is very good too. That's like an extra half card. This guy's nice. So we'll just put you. We do need to be using our power as much as we can at this point in the game, so that we aren't missing out on like something that we can do. That's pretty bad. Dark Iron Dwarf would be a nice card to have instead of some of the things we've got. This is alright though. We can actually kill the dwarf here. Hit that and get our spell damage. Synergy. That's kind of irrelevant. Like it makes sense that he would want to use his power for something, but we're going to end up killing it with this anyway, so... It was nice that his power basically did nothing last turn because he had the unstable ghoul out.
I hope you like my invention.
Well, that's not bad. That cycles, so that's like an extra use of his power this turn. And our opponent is down to 5 cards in their deck, so it is somewhat likely that our opponent's going to start fatiguing before we can put enough pressure on to kill them. So here we want to... I think we want our 5/6 to go into this just so we can control their board as much as possible.
Reporting for duty.
Tiger's a little bit scary. He did not use his war gun here. Huh. Interesting. He's got 7 damage with stealth, so he can put us at 4. Well, we'll do this. We hit that. Do we want to frostbolt him? This does 7? That is a lot of damage from this. Yeah, we'll freeze him just in case he draws a weapon. And this doesn't quite give us lethal next turn, but he does have to show us his creatures to be able to. He did. Oh, wonderful. Oh my. He did have a weapon. This would have killed us if we didn't freeze him. Is it going to kill us anyway? We need to send this in. And we need Dakota Rider. Oh, wow. That was a very lucky Frostbolt to draw, since it kept us alive there. Going to 7. We need to use. We still might lose this one, actually. He gets to put us at 3 and go to 16, and we have to use both of our creatures now to... Oh, the Golden Monkey. Shuffle the Golden Monkey into your deck, draw a card. We've got 7 cards left. Oh my. Come on, Monkey. Oh. That's not the Golden Monkey. Do we save this at this point? We're using both of these here. He actually probably needs to hit this thing, but he is down to 2 cards, so... Because this turns into a legend if we draw the monkey. I think it's just better to have this out.
I'm almost out of cards.
He's got 2 cards to finish us off with here, so if one of them's like the hammer, I guess we die to that, which sucks.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, muster. Alright.
Reporting for
We
duty.
can take these guys out with our board, so it's good that we... I guess it's good that we have this. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to play this because we don't need it. And he can put us at 2. Hit. 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 Face. So he puts us at 2. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 damage. Yeah, I think we can save the Kobold in hand.
I'm out of cards. The victory is
Alright. Cool. We've destroyed them all and gotten 40 gold. So 10 wins is not too bad.